Ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Zep and you are watching ZEP Reacts. Now, if you're a fan of this channel, I say fan of this channel, there's only one video on this channel as of now. So apologies that there's been quite a while since that video. As I said in that video, I was moving house and I've been quite late in getting the office set up. Plus all the other stuff I'm doing for my other YouTube channel is taking quite a bit of time. But I know a lot of you guys here don't really watch a lot of stuff in terms of what I'm doing on my other channel, so I won't go too deep into it. But if this is your first time here, hello, welcome to the channel. And if you think you may recognize me from somewhere, that is because I'm pulling this content over from, or this type of content over from my old channel, which was just called ZEP, which has now been rebranded into ZEP Reacts, or ZEP Casts. God, you can tell I'm rusty, it's been a while. So it's been branded into ZEP Casts, as that's where I'm doing videos in regards to Call of Duty commentary and casting over games and stuff like that. That's what my focus is on now. Essentially everything that I was doing over on Twitch, I decided to move over to YouTube, and because that YouTube channel was already set up for gaming, because the reactions was sort of an afterthought for that channel, it just made more sense to rebrand everything over there and start new here. So if you do recognize me, I have reacted to quite a bit of Nothing But Thieves, and on this channel I have reacted to one of the songs, the single that came out from this Man-Made Sunshine self-titled EP, which is Life's Gonna Kill You If You Let It, and I really enjoyed this song. I already kind of have a fair idea as to how this album is gonna sound. I have a feeling it's not going to change things up too much in regards to overall tone. I think it's going to be quite similar throughout, sort of almost like a bluesy feel. I would say. I have a mental image of where I think this album's going to go, and I really don't feel like it's going to stray much from that. I'm really looking forward to getting into it. I love Connor Mason as an artist. I think he's a fantastic vocalist. You can hear the difference in writing style between what the Life's Gonna Kill You If You Let It and the stuff from Nothing But Thieves, because I think the guitarist is the main writer for Nothing But Thieves. There definitely is a bit of difference that you can hear in the writing, but not a bad difference by any means. I get the feeling from this, if I had to guess, that I'm going to enjoy the EP, but I'd still be a Nothing But Thieves. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, Connor, please go off and do your own stuff. I have a feeling that the Nothing But Thieves style of music is still going to be the style that I would gravitate to. But nevertheless, it's exciting to hear an artist like this do some solo work. It's also going to be one of those ones where I don't think I can really get away with doing ratings for or heavily critiquing, because he's made it very clear that this is an album that he wrote through just a time of being depressed and trying to find himself. It's an EP that was almost never really going to see the light of day. It was like almost like an afterthought, I'd say, to show it to the world. It's a very personal type of music. I don't think you could make any criticism. It could be the absolute worst album in the world and or worst EP in the world. You can make loads of criticisms, but I don't think himself as the artist would take any of those criticisms on board, because everything that was done with this project was a personal journey. So I don't think you can really judge a personal journey as harshly as trying to put together a sort of a piece of work that is designed to do really well and for people to really like. This is sort of a thing that he's put out there, and if people like it, hope they like it, and if they don't, they don't. And so I'm going to try and treat it with that same respect. I also apologize, I've been rambling here for a while. It's just I wanted to talk about the channel and all that. It's not fully finished yet, this channel. This channel is just sort of second fiddle at the moment, everything I'm working on in regards to my other channel and other stuff. So until I get all that finished, in terms of the layout of this channel, you're not going to be seeing anything different. I mean, I do literally have that blank space like there. I'm going to put stuff in. It just, for now, I'm just leaving it as is, because I have to focus on the other things. I'm running behind on schedule because of the house move. Am I done rambling? Of course not, because this is a reaction. But we're going to get in. We're going to listen to the song. Folks, please do make sure you subscribe before we get into this. Thank you very much for being here. Oh, what a bad time to maybe start getting hiccups. But folks, without further ado, we're going to start into this EP with song number 1, Brain in a Jar by Man-Made Sunshine. We're going to do a couple of pauses throughout the talk, but we're going to try and not make it too long of a video. Well, it might be because of this ramble, but hi-ho. Folks, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1.
I'm waking up for the very first time. Slime's running down the side of my on a dusty shelf. I miss the sunlight and I miss my bike. I can sense the light. I can sense the light. Why can't I touch for the very first time? What gift's been handed to me? Take it back, the misery. I miss my bike, I miss the tang of wine. I can sense the light. I can sense the light. And I don't think so, therefore I'm alive. I've been surfing on a simulated silver surfboard. Tell me this ain't where I've lived my life. I can sense the light. Can you sense the light?
Okay, I'm going to throw a pause in there, 1 minute 30, because I have a feeling it's building to something. I'll probably only do one more pause in this to talk about it. Interesting so far. I don't know if so far it's my particular cup of tea. I really need to see where this build goes before I can make any more comments. It's funny. The build in it actually reminds me of a song that came out recently. I know people hate when I do comparisons because every bit of work is unique and it will especially become from this one. But again, as someone who's trained in law, half the goddamn law course is comparative to other cases. I'm very comparatively trained almost type of person. So forgive me, it's just where I go to. But the build, in terms of maybe the pacing of the build, reminds me of the song, I think it's the first song on the new album by The Smile, Light for Attracting Attention. I believe I reacted to it on my old channel. I just didn't continue with the series because XL, her Radiohead's recording studio thing, they do not like reactions. They destroy you. Like every reaction I put up with them, I had to fight not to get blocked, never mind just demonetized. But that was before I started doing the no audio, which by the way, we're having audio on these songs for now until I get monetized, and then maybe we'll change it up. But I digress. The build in it reminds me of the song The Same by The Smile. I don't know why I've drawn that comparison. There's just something in there where the build is familiar. And I really like the build in The Same. The Same is one of my favorite songs off that album. So yeah, so far it is interesting. I just really need to see where it goes. Again, I'm just throwing these pauses in here to try and fill these videos out, avoid copyright, etc, etc. We're going to let this play. I might even let this actually play through to the end, just to save this video from being super long and save a little bit of rambling to the end, and then leave it at that. So we're at 1:30 and we're going to keep going, folks. 3, 2, 1, go.
So when we're feeling happy, not really feeling happy, we're tripping all happy, pump like newborn cattle, and I don't wanna be stuck inside a head. Am I even me? Am I even running here? Bringing a job, bringing a job, bringing a job, bringing a job, thoughts on a wire, bringing a job. Am I even mine to find in here? Am I even I can't sense the light. I can't
Great production. Ladies and gentlemen, Brain in a Jar, the first song. Oh God, went straight into the next one. Brain in a Jar, the first song of the self-titled EP, Man-Made Sunshine. One thing I got to say about that song, and I did mention it in there, brilliant production. I really like the sound of it. It's a little trebly, but the DT990 headphones are known for being a bit overbearing with the treble, and I think it's just because I had it cranked up on my ears, that's how it came across. So I'm going to say that's on my end rather than the song's end. If I had to get a minute criticism out of the way, and again, this is just how I am, I try to look for flaws in things first before I talk about positives, is that I think it peaked a little too early. We were kind of into the full-blownness of it at around the 2:30 to 3 minute mark. And I'm a sucker for build-up in songs. If you've been following my stuff through my other channel, I've talked about it a lot, and I like build-ups to be a little more... I either like them to happen midway during the song and there's a longer come-down time, or they're a little more self-contained and not as spread out through the song. I mean, a perfect correlation, I can relate it back to Nothing But Thieves, would be the song Your Blood. I think the reason why that build-up works so well is because it starts in the middle, it runs through the 3/4 length, and then it has a decent end. It's and I'm not talking about the build-up in that song Your Blood. I'm sure you guys have heard the song Your Blood if you're Nothing But Thieves fans. I'm not talking about the build-up, but the actual hit when it goes into the main guitar riffs. It just runs for 4 and then ends off. If you ran it for 8, it would sort of lose its sort of impact within the song. And I feel like the sort of crescendo, the big part of this song with the background vocals and all, did just run a tad too long, so it lost a little bit of the hit. But maybe that's just me being over analytical on my first reaction. That is very possible. I think overall it's a brilliant song and really well produced. I really like the production he's gone for in this. I said it about Life's Gonna Kill You If You Let It. I really like the way it was produced. And one of the things that I saw in the comments on that video on the channel, thank you for leaving the comments, by the way, please do make sure to leave them here. I do appreciate the comments, and Nothing But Thieves fans have always been absolutely brilliant to me. A brilliant fan base and a brilliant band, so I appreciate each and every one of you. And I actually mean that. That's not like, oh, I appreciate you guys. You know, I actually do appreciate you. But someone said in that is that they didn't like the fact that the Connor was doing too much with, you know, messing with the vocals and production, because the album is supposed to be such an intimate experience. They'd like the stripped back versions of the song where it's like more acoustic guitar almost and just him singing. And I do actually completely get that. I really do get that. I think even, I haven't listened to the EP yet, but I'd imagine the EP would really benefit from sort of like a B-side EP, call it, where it's a stripped version of each and every song where it's just acoustic. And I imagine maybe if he was to tour these songs, because he's rumored about doing a tour, and on his website it says about a tour, I'd imagine he'd go for more of a stripped back acoustic setup, unless he had members of Nothing But Thieves come and do some of the background music for him. But regardless, I don't mind it, because I think the production is really nice, and I think it's sort of, it's the idea of, are you going to try and convey what you want to convey through substance or through lack of substance, in that it's stripped back, so it sort of conveys the intimacy of the work and the delicacy, delicateness, don't know what the right word is there, of it. So I think he's just gone for the, you know, we'll actually throw some production onto this. And it also makes it look like as well that he hasn't just thrown this together in half an hour, you know, in terms of in the studio. This has been a really thought out process, something that he sat a lot on, trying to make all the elements of it work. I think it's fantastic. A fantastic production. I don't know how much the production he's worked on himself, or if he had band members help him, but I think regardless, it just works really well. I think Life's Gonna Kill You If You Let It would still be my preference But Brain Ajar, certainly a fantastic opening. And folks, I've been rambling for 15 minutes, so we're going to stop it right there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to tune back in. I think when this comes out, I'll either do these releases because I want to sparingly upload on the channel till I'm really ready to make content for it. It'll either be up, if you're watching this and the day it comes out, it'll either be up tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I probably will do an every 2-day upload on these videos. So I do hope you enjoy. Again, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe because, folks, the fourth Nothing But Thieves album is on its way. It's already been hinted at. We're probably going to get it in the summer, maybe late summer. And you know that this channel is going to be reacting to that. And we also react to a lot of music, etc., etc. There is a Discord that is made and it's going to be made public soon for you guys to join in to make music recommendations, talk with other people about your music choices or your likes in music. Of course, you can recommend me songs down below here for the moment, but we're going to streamline everything into a Discord very, very shortly, so do make sure to get over there. And you're Nothing But Thieves fans. Nothing But Thieves have a Discord, so if you're in their Discord, you should be in my Discord for ZEP Reacts, or the ZEP Zone, I'll be calling it, when it does launch, probably sometime in December. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there. We're going on to big next, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But for now, I will see you then. Take care. Peace.